Well, hello there, Hoop Group crew. I'm Eve with the Baby's Booty. And tonight we are going to be working on a sewing project. And if all goes well, we'll be adding bling to it as well. This is going to be one of the easiest complicated looking sewing projects that you can do as a beginner. Now, what I did yesterday is I went on to the main part of our community tab and I put up information that if you wanted to join in, go grab some placemats from Walmart, Dollar Tree, wherever you get your placemats from, and some long zippers. So hopefully you went and got that so that you can join us tonight. If you are going to join in with our project tonight, please put a heart in the chat for me so that we'll know who all is going to be sewing along. But meanwhile, let's go ahead and say hi to those joining us in the chat. And we already have Miss Lena Doyle, who did her member for 33 months check. Congratulations, Miss Lena Doyle, on 33 months. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you so very much for being here for 33 months. We definitely appreciate it. Let's go into the earlier stages and say hi to Miss Kelly. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Miss JB, welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And Kevin Moore. Hey, Kevin, I'm feeling great. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're doing good. And thank you for being here and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate you. Hi, Picture Me Crafting. Welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. I appreciate you. So Crafty. Hey, honey, how's the baby? Welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And please tell hubby I said hi. We said hi, actually. Linda Gray. Hey, Miss Linda Gray. Welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Miss Linda Gray is a pro at what we're going to be working on tonight. Miss Shay Shay. Hey, Shay Shay. Welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. We also have, and this is Shay Shay's fault. So I'm just letting y'all know if you was like, oh, God, why are we going to be doing sewing and stuff? It's Shay Shay's fault. I'm just letting y'all know, okay, ahead of time. Porgy Town. Hey, Porgy. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Welcome, Precious Pieces. Hey, welcome, honey. Thank you for being here and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. We also have Shirley Dabney. Hey, Shirley Dabney, welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. I definitely appreciate your support. Then we have Melinda Brown. Welcome. Miss Knickknack Nurse. Welcome, neighbor. Thank you for joining us. Tanya, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. EJ's daughter. Hey, EJ's daughter. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Robin S. Welcome. Anna Smith. Welcome. Hey, Tracy Murray. Welcome. Hey, Martha Jordan. AJ Harris. Hey, AJ. Welcome. I was just thought about you today. All the motorcycles riding up and down. I thought about you today. Welcome. Greg Barker. Hey, Greg. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. We hope you have a good week and some nice designing week this week. That's what we want. We want some more design. Hey, Azale West Lewis, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Hey, Unbiased LLC, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Hey, Miss Gail, welcome. Hope you're recuperating well, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member because we also have Lena Doyle Crafting. Hey, again. Then we got Andrea Butler, welcome. Then we have Dennis Cheatham. Dennis is here. He has some buttons in the Baby's Booty group tab tonight, and we're going to show y'all some of those buttons in the tab where you go buy rhinestone designs. The rhinestones designs for this week includes buttons, y'all. Hilarious, and they're super cute too. That to this creations, welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Welcome. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Let's see, Miss Beverly Smith, welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Hey, Patrice, thank you for being a member for 35 months and can't wait to see tonight's project. Holler! Yes, honey. Yes, we've been talking about trying to get this one done for a minute. And y'all, how about I meant to go to my storage and grab the right fabric, more of the right fabric, and didn't grab it. So we're going to go with what I got tonight. But what I would like to do is schedule another day. I was hoping this week, but I happen to remember this week is going to be a holiday week for a lot of folks. So doubt it'll be this week. But coming up really soon, I would like for us to do a crafting day where we sew these for those who are interested in sewing. Because I'm telling y'all, once you learn how to do this particular project, you're just going to be like, they whip up in less than 10 minutes. I mean, well, right at 10 minutes. Right at 10 minutes is about how long it takes to whip up this project. So I think you guys will love it. Let's see. Crystal Johnson, welcome. Linda Rains, welcome. Kingsbury Crafts, Gina Goins, welcome to you all. Thank you for joining us. Geneva Coleman, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Kristen Cincy, hey Kristen, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hey Kelly, I think I said hey earlier. Nafisa, welcome. Creative Notions, hey Beverly Marie, welcome. And I am going to scroll. Hey Dempsey Boo, I'm going to, well, I can't scroll past. Hi Sheila Cushionberry. Welcome Sheila. I'm going to scroll, you guys, because this particular project, even though it stitches really quickly, we still need to walk through steps first. And once we walk through the steps and we do one, then we can, move around that 10-minute mark a little bit longer. So let me show you what, I'm trying to think. I wish I had, let me see if I can pull up the Facebook page where I can show you Shay Shay's fabric, because her fabric is the fabric from 6 years ago when this was like super duper hot. During that period. I mean, the project's been around for years. I just jumped on that bandwagon about 6 years ago when that Pioneer Woman fabric came about. Hey, that to this creation 36 months. Holler, y'all, honey. Yes, thank you so very much for being here for 36 months, man. That's what's up. Holler, spilling the diversity up. He took it down. Embroidery. Holler, 17 months. Thank you for being here. Congratulations, 17 months. Holler. Porgy Town, member for 13 months. Hey, Porgy. Holler. Welcome. Just over a year, fam. Congratulations. So Crafty says, please ring the bell. You got your We Create 41 laser. Holler. Yes, honey. We Create in the house. So many of y'all got that We Create. I ain't even trying to act like I'm jealous. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it at all. Let me see. Make sure, where is Shay Shay? Now when I need her, she ain't right here. EJ's daughter, thank you. You got your cameo for cameo, sis. Hot and is black, y'all. Always bet on black. Holler. Y'all, congratulations on your cameo for looking smexy. D Smith, a member for 19 months. Holler. Y'all, honey, these member chats coming through. Yes. And then Miss Sandra, a member for 19 months. Hey, y'all. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. All these members. We got more members. Miss Joy's a member. You made your first year. Yes, you did. Came in like a wrecking ball, ma'am. Holler. Y'all, honey, congratulations. Came in here with a bang. I love it. I love it. I love it. One of these days, I'm going to make my way to the East Coast so that I can just hug all my folks over there on the East Coast that I love so much. Let's share a screen so that y'all can see this. This is the fabric that I'm talking about. Well, actually, it is the fabric, but it's not the fabric. This is Pioneer Woman. She had placemats at Walmart at one point in time, all over the place. And of course, if you're familiar with Pioneer Woman, you know this is the color scheme that she goes with. It's bright, it's bold, and every holiday she would have them out. Well, y'all, when I went to go get some of the quilted ones, because she had quilted placemats, they're gone. Like, she don't even sell them no more. And Shay Shay said she got those off of the clearance rack. So I was a little bit low-key sad. But what we'll do is when we do the crafting together, where we all get together and sew together, because we can put, I forget how many people we can have on here at a time. How many people we can have on here at a time with the StreamYard. And then we can do some stitching live and get folks in that want to come in and stitch with us. I mean, I think that would be super cool and super fun. So, y'all, honey, y'all. Let me scroll. I'm trying to scroll down. We got a lot of bell ringing. She got a new baby and a new grandbaby. So excited. Bling is on the way. Yes. First set of SS6. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It sure is coming, Miss Andrea. Greg Barker got his Pro Colored F13 Pro printer. Y'all, honey. Y'all. Congratulations, Greg. Greg be over there making all the cool stuff. Let's see. I saw something. Maybe I saw the mats and I was like, yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So let me show you what I did find. Now, I will tell you this. Now, the placemats that I found at Walmart were like lackluster. Okay. But they're still placemats. They're not quilted, but we can still get them done. So I got these, right? And they're cute. They're very simple. Look, got them on clearance. Well, two of them I got on clearance because they had like a little spot on them or whatever, but I could care less because I'm making this as a bag for me. But it has some really cute stitching in there. You see that? And that's a really nice neutral gray and tan and brown and navy. You know, I was like, okay, we can work with this and we can make a bag with this. And this fabric is nice and flat, so we definitely can bling this. And what I would recommend is blinging it ahead of time and then stitching it together. But the first one, we're not going to bling. We're just going to stitch so that you can see how that works and all of that jazz, right? But this particular placemat, what I was going to say a moment ago is this is a nice neutral that if you wanted to, you could make a men's bag, toiletry bag for a man. So I love the colors of this. It's very versatile. It could be for a woman or a man, actually. So you can monogram this and put like the monogram. You can pull any one of these colors actually and do a really nice monogram on this bag or embroider a name. Marlene got a new Enor auto tumbler. Cool beans. Congratulations on your Enor. Holla. Kristen says, and it has straight lines, helpful for beginners. Yeah, pretty much. So we're going to go and do this, but I want to show you the placemat that I saw, that I came across. I wasn't even looking for it. I was on Walmart's website and was looking under placemats because I was trying to see if they still had Pioneer Woman. Don't. So I came across these, and let me show you, girl. I was like, ooh, I got to make a bag out of this. Actually, let's grab this one. I was like, I have got to make a bag out of this. Look at this. Look at that. How cool is that? Now, first of all, I'm trying to figure, I don't know who could come into my house and think they're going to eat food on this. Like, that's off gate or no. Okay. But it's double-sided. It's got a nice plain side to it. But I fell in love with this, with the look of that material. And I was like, that would make a real cute bag, right? So let me show you. This is the bag that we're looking at making tonight. And it did. It turned out super duper, duper, super, super, uber cute. It really did turn out to be a really cute bag. And this is what we're going to do tonight. And it's really easy to make it. I mean, even a baby beginner can make this bag. A super baby, like an infant beginner, can make this bag. As long as you can sew a straight seam, a straight line, you can do this. No curves, no none of that. Okay, so here's the inside. And because you're talking about straight seams, you're talking about you know, just a simple bag, it's not going to be difficult for us to do. Shouldn't be. That's not the way we were going. This is not going to be difficult to do. Okay. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to make these bags. And the cool thing is I will show you, hey, Delonda, I will show you once we get to a certain point where you can actually make this you could stop at a certain point and it'll still be a bag. You don't have to box it out like this. So that's where we're going to go with this tonight. So let's get started. Like I said, I'm going to start with this though, instead of this. And the reason why I'm going to start with this instead of this is because if you go to Walmart, you only need one placemat. That's it. Just one placemat and one zipper that is at least 14 inches long, to make this project. And, what I was going to mention too is that this bag, the reason why I wouldn't start with this one is not because it's harder to make, because you're going to make it the exact same way, but it's thick. The woolly feel and how thick it is with the pile and everything, it does make it a little more complicated to stitch through if you don't have a sewing machine strong enough to do it. Okay, because my sewing machine about can sew through bricks and it was struggling a little bit. Okay, so that's why we're not going to start with this one, but I'm going to show you with these thinner placemats. So let's switch over. Hey, Rosalind, let's switch over to the sewing machine, and we are going to okay, hey hey Bailey Boo, how are you, my dear? Big hugs to you. And hey Kate, how are y'all doing this evening? Tell them I said hey, big hugs to y'all. So let's go ahead and get this going. Oh, actually, before we get going, okay, so we got navy, brown, tan. So I have, gosh knows, I mean, zippers galore. So we could do a brown zipper. Brown look like it might be too chocolate. That's too chocolate, I think. Yikes, I think that's all I got, y'all. Do I have navy? I should have navy somewhere down in here. Let me pull out show y'all my zipper. One of my zipper boxes. Here's one right here. And so I have these, which are really cool zippers from when I went to Dallas, but that's a little bit much for tonight. Let's see. What's in here? Do I have navy? Let's see if I got navy. Ooh, I see tan. So we can do that. That's going to be perfect, I think. Let's see. Do I have navy? Is that navy? That's navy. That's going to be pretty. Let me see. Make sure it's long enough. Yeah, it's long enough. Just barely long enough. Barely long enough for this. Where's the tan one I saw? We can go with that one as well. Or we can go with cream. We could do cream. I thought I saw. Yeah, I did. Okay. So here are the options. We can make a couple of them. So pick the two that you think would work the best. Oh, these are really pretty color combinations. You know what? I'm going to definitely do the navy one because the new blue diamond is what I'll probably put on that bag. And then let's pick one more color. Yeah, I got zippers. Yeah, I got a ton of zippers all over the place. Which one y'all think? 1, 2, or 3? 1, 2, or 3? Evelyn says navy and cream, so cream would be in the middle. We got any other suggestions? Any other suggestions on colors? 3, 2, 1, 1. Hey, Robin Murphy. 1, 1. 2, 2, 2, 3. Right now is 1. 1 is winning out. 1. Okay, let's go with 1. Holler. So we're going to make 2. Let's see the mat again. The mat is right here. That is pretty. That one is pretty with this. Sorry, up against the fabric. It was this one. And then the gray. So gray, cream, tan, navy. I'm doing the navy for sure. All of them actually work. And I have 4 placemats. So don't play. We can do all 4 if I have enough time. So let's go ahead. We'll start with the 10, and I'll save these to the side for when we come back, and hopefully we'll have enough time to make them. Because like I said, this bag, you can stop at one point and it's still a bag. It's a different shape bag. So let's get started. Oh, geez. All right. Over to the table we go. Too many choices. I know. Hey, Gifts Headquarter. Welcome, my dear. Thank you for coming to hang out. Gifts HQ has super cool CD with crafting music on it that I thought was super cute. So definitely see about checking her out on her channel. Let's switch over sewing machine. Oh, and before we get started sewing too, I'm gonna show y'all some of these crazy buttons. Yeah, I am starting with the navy. I am. The navy is gonna be first and foremost. And then we'll do the other colors. Let me get my audio switched over to the one he don't like, but I ain't got no choice. Even though I'm gonna try, you know what? I'm gonna try my microphone. Let me see, honey. I'm gonna try my microphone before we get going. Okay, y'all. So here's the mat right here. And there's the two that we're gonna start with. Let me see if I can't get this working. Let's see. Okay, it's working there. So let's see if I can get it to work here. Oh. All right. Is this working? Yep, it's working. I think. Can you hear me? Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic 1, mic 2, mic check. Does it sound good? Okay. All right. He said yes. Okay, so let me get my microphone holder. Andrea Love Stitches became a member. Thank you for becoming a member. Hey, Andrea, honey. Yes, honey. Yes. How's it going over there with you, ma'am? I meant to call you the other day to see how you were doing and how's the family. Because y'all know, ooh, my goodness gracious. Next thing you know, one day turns into 3 days, turns into 4, and folks that you meant to get in contact with, you ain't. So we got to work on that. Okay, so let's get started. This is going to be super duper simple. I'm going to show you the buttons, and then we'll get started on this. I'm telling you now, if you're in here, I am going to do a giveaway of a couple of buttons at the end of the show. So if you, well, actually, I kind of need that. If you would like to win a button, Shay say you a mess. If you would like to win a button, refresh your screen and make sure that you have live right down here at the bottom of your screen, especially if you're watching on your phone. Make sure your live button is red, and that means you're up to date with everybody else. So that way, when we do start doing the drawing, and I'm like, okay, enter this word, you're not entering the word long after we've already picked the winner. So just FYI, definitely refresh your screens so that you can be in on the win. Holler. Okay, so really quick, let me show you some of the buttons that I've been working on. I made this one. It says crafted all day. Whoops. This one says crafted all day, and it's got all the little craft supplies and stuff on it. And sooner or later, once I figure out the best way to have these where you can get them, I'll send out the SVG or whatever it is so that you can cut them out and do them yourself. And then I have didn't order Amazon today. These were the ones that I didn't show yet. Didn't feel guilty for relaxing. And then I have took a me day. But where's my other buttons? I may not have. I could have swore I made them. Hold on, y'all. Oh, here we go. Here's one that I did. Broke a needle. Because I should have put this on just before the live because I broke a needle just before the live. So I really need to be wearing that one right now. And then Dennis, just to show y'all what he has in there, he has, I didn't cuss in the craft room today. Safe from cleaning the craft room today. Crafting ain't for the weak. Because it ain't. You got to be strong to be crafting, fam. Blame it on the bling. And then we have somebody come and look at this. Somebody come and look at this. And then we have but did you mirror? Which is super cute. And then we have listen, Linda, listen, 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 Linda, listen, listen, Linda, listen. And then we got another one about crafting supplies, and only because I want to make sure that everything stays where it needs to be. I'm not going to show that button, but I did make it about earning extra income for your craft supply. But it is available if you purchase it on his website. And then I had some other ones too, y'all, but I guess I didn't make them. I could have swore I made those buttons, but I guess not. Because I had some, oh, is this right here? Oh, that's what happened. I didn't get to make them. So I was cutting them out. I have multi-needle master, Bling is my thing. I love bling in purple. I love bling in black. Scraped the tape and then fixed it myself. And I was going to cut them out, but it wasn't cutting right for whatever reason. It was cutting just fine earlier, but whatever. So I'm going to have to redo those. That's why I didn't get to make those buttons. All right. So are you ready? Thank you, Kristen. Thank you very much. All right, so let's get started on the placemat bags. Again, these are super simple to make. Once you see how to make them, no instructions, no written, no measurements, no, I mean, I'm just saying, this is how we're going to be able to get these done. You just have to remember to pull your zipper to the middle when it's time, and we'll go over that. All right, so again, this is just one simple placemat. This one is from Walmart. Let me see if it's on this tag. Of course not. That one is 100% cotton. Not that that matters, but it to make this bag, fabric is what we're going for. It is 14 inches wide by 20 inches long. So that's why you definitely need a zipper that is at least 14 inches long. Okay. So with this bag, as long as you can sew a straight stitch, as long as you can sew a straight stitch, you should be okay. All right. So I'm going to start with navy, and I am not even changing my zipper foot. This is not a zipper foot. This is a regular presser foot. I'm not even going to change it because I was making the other bag earlier, didn't even do a zipper foot. Okay. So that's just all beginner stuff. I don't want you taking nothing apart. None of that. Is not that serious. This is just a simple bag. Now, once you get into it and you get excited and you learn about your sewing and the sewing is going great, then yeah, we'll make some changes. But for right now, we're not. HTV Run has a button press. Not that I know of. Do they have one? I don't know if they do. Mine is Vivor, I think is the name of them people. I'm pretty sure it's Vivor. Okay, so there are a couple of things that will help you with this project. Anna Smith, thank you for becoming a new member of our channel. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you very much, Anna. Miss Betty says she got her button on Thursday. She got her supervisor button. I don't have any supervisor buttons ready. I think I have one somewhere, but that one is mine. Now, there is one thing that will help you. Yes, zipper length. I would prefer, Kristen, well, I would suggest rather, Kristen, that the zipper be longer than the shorter side of the placemat, because this zipper, if I'm not mistaken, is right at 14 inches. But it would be better if it were longer. Okay, it really would. Because to me, this is too short. See how the zipper doesn't even come past here, and then down here the stop tab is just barely right there. I personally don't like that. I would like for this to be longer, but this is the longest navy and cream that I have, so I'm going to use it just for demonstration purposes. But if I can find me a longer one, by the time we get to it, I'll do a longer one next time. So one thing that will help you with sewing in a zipper for those who may be new is there is this product. It's, see how thin this is? It's like maybe a quarter of an inch wide. It is it's a quarter of an inch wide. And this is a double-sided tape. So a zipper tape or rescue, I think is what another name, RES in the letter Q. You can use this, and what this will do is hold your fabric onto the zipper so that you don't ever have to worry about your zipper moving around and then you messing up. Okay, so you don't have to have this, but it's very helpful, just an FYI. Meanwhile, you can use clips to clip your fabric to the zipper, but what we're going to do is we're going to start by taking your zipper with the pull side up, and because this is double-sided, all we're going to do is just lay the placemat, edge of the placemat, right up against the zipper teeth. Okay, right up against the one side of the zipper teeth. And I'm going to pull this up so that you can see what I'm talking about. So you can see your zipper pull. pull, and you can see the zipper teeth, and the side of the placemat is right up against those teeth. Okay. Now, just to show you how this works, I'm going to go ahead and put the double-sided tape on there. And since I'm trying to pick it up and show it and all that jazz, it'll just make life a little bit easier for me. So I got caught and dropped it, Lord. Okay. And so you just lay it on here. Doesn't even have to be super straight, but it does definitely need to be on the tape itself. Or if you have, I'm wondering if that 505 glue stick would work. I don't know if it will or not. The one that I got from when I went to Dallas. It might work. Okay. So I'm peeling off. Well, I was peeling it off. Come on, fam. There we go. All right. So now that leaves sticky so that I can get this to stay on the placemat. Okay. So I'm just going to line this up again right at the edge. Step one. That's it. That's all we got to do. All right. Hey, Rosetta. Welcome. And now I'm going to, because this zipper pull is right here, and because this is another reason why I would suggest longer than 14 inches, is because then I could pull that zipper way on out the way and not worry about hitting it or bumping it with my presser foot. Because even if I had the zipper foot on, the zipper would still be in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start sewing right here, and I'm going to stitch, and then I'm going to pull the zipper down, go back here and stitch, you know what I'm saying? So that I can make sure that that's taken care of, because right now it's in the way. So all I'm doing is a straight stitch, a very simple straight stitch. And what I'm doing is using, let me show you, see if I can show this to you. Can you see that little line right here on the zipper foot? You see that line right there? That's the center of this zipper foot, and that's where the needle is. So I want to line this line up where I want my stitches on here. Okay. And so I'm pretty much going to try and stitch not all the way up against the edge, but probably somewhere right in here to make a line. And you'll see that once I take it off and show you the stitches and stuff. So that's how we're going to work on this particular project. Okay. So all I'm using is a simple white thread, nothing special, nothing fancy. And we're going to get this going. What is the foot called? This particular foot? I don't know. It came with the kit. And so I just kind of, I don't know what the name is. I don't know. Hold on. Let me show you what I have. So like at one point, I bought a kit from Amazon, and I've collected feet from several sewing machines that I've had through the years that didn't work. But I got a kit, and on the back of that kit, it had a thing that tells you what foot it is. This one isn't a zipper foot, the one that I have on here now, but I do have a zipper foot right here. I had it on earlier and I took it off. It was getting on my nerves. I didn't like it. So this is a zipper foot as well. This is a zipper foot. And this is a type of zipper foot as well. Hey, Renee. But I didn't care for using the zipper foot. I wound up taking it off and just using my regular foot, and I sew with that foot. I don't know what that foot is. The clear. There is also an invisible. Okay, well maybe this is an invisible zipper foot, but it doesn't leave a channel. This one, hey Marilyn, this doesn't leave a channel for the zipper. Not this particular foot. It doesn't. It stitches more like a regular regular foot. So I'm not a sewing expert. I will tell you that now. I'm so far from a sewing expert, it doesn't make any kind of sense. But I like to sew, and I like sewing thingamabobbies, for a lack of better words. I prefer sewing items instead of clothing, even though I'm starting to really love sewing clothes. I really am. It's like been a lot of fun, the projects that we've done. Okay, so I stitched from, as you can see on the back, I stitched from here all the way down, and see I pulled the zipper down. So I'm just, it's a regular stitch, regular straight stitch, and I'm on number 3, and my sewing machine goes from 0 to 5. So I'm in the middle. That's the stitch, just a simple straight stitch. Nothing fancy, nothing. If you get a sewing machine, pull it out the box and start stitching, that's the stitch that I'm using. Okay. So all I'm doing is going back and stitching at the beginning where I didn't stitch before, so that I can get this zipper in place. Okay. Because my zipper wasn't long enough to be able to pull the zipper way on out the way. Okay. So that's that. This is the first step. Here's the zipper. And as you see, it's attached to the edge of the placemat. Okay. All right. So next step. So the first step is put the edge of the placemat up to the edge of the zipper and stitch it down, straight stitch, period. That's it. So now what we're going to do is take it and wrap this around, and we're going to make basically a tube, and we're going to do the same thing for this edge on the other side of the zipper. And what you want to look for is try to make sure, because of course, you know, this is Walmart, and you know, stuff ain't quite always made to spec. So it could be off a little bit, but you want to try and even this up. And what I personally would look for, instead of see how that's overlapping right here a little bit, but this up here is completely even. I wouldn't look at either one of these. What I'm going to look at is what people are going to see, and that's this pattern. Okay. So make sure your pattern is lined up as close as possible, so that when the bag is closed, it's going to look nice and neat. And people are going to be like, oh my God, that's so professional. Where'd you get that cute bag from, girl? Is that Gavinci? Is that Polio? Is that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know none of these brands like that. They ain't going to say Kate Spade, because this ain't Kate Spade. Is that Ralph Lauren? That's the, you know, they're going to be saying that, because it's going to be lined up and it's going to look really, really good. So yes, all you need is one placemat and a zipper. That's it. So let me put the tape on here to make my life easier, since I'm live and don't nobody want drama. I'm going to go ahead and put this on here, and then we'll stitch the zipper on this other side. But it's not going to be quite as simple as the other side. It is, but we got to do something first. Okay. We got to do something first. So I'm going to peel this off. And all right. I should have looked for that 505 stick. Okay. So let's line this up. And we'll go right there. And that looks really, really good. Getting that lined up like that. Now you don't want to, you want it up against the zipper. You don't want it to overlap the zipper. Okay, so just definitely be aware of that, because what will happen is, you know how growing up, and sometimes you'd have a zipper and the zipper would get caught in the outfit all the time. Yeah, we don't want that. Okay, so the other reason why I would definitely suggest using the double-sided tape is for this part. So now that we're on doing this part, notice I can't just put this on the machine and stitch it, because if I do, it'll stitch it closed. It's a tube now, and you can't, you know, stitch it this way. So what we'll have to do is open the zipper so that we can lay this open and flat now. And so by putting the double-sided tape and securing the fabric to the zipper prior to us stitching, what this does is make sure that we don't lose our line up, how we took the time to line up this fabric so good, because now it's stuck to the zipper. And so what we're going to do is now stitch it close. Yes, the zipper will be face up. So the zipper pull is right here. And you can see it. This is the right side of the fabric. This is the wrong side of the fabric where the tag is. It's easier to tell wrong side, right side with the Pioneer Woman fabric, because she had double side, the design on two different sides. But at any rate, so now we're going to stitch this, and it's going to be easier to stitch because now it's open. All right. So I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did on the first side. I'm going to start stitching down here somewhere because this is in the way, because my zipper is not technically long enough. So I'm going to have to come back and attack that a little bit differently. Your zipper should be long enough so you won't have to go through this drama. Okay. And again, just a simple straight stitch. It doesn't have to be all the way up against the zipper. I'm sorry, the stitching doesn't have to be all the way up against the zipper, but the placemat, edge of the placemat up against the zipper. Okay. All right. So let's take this off. And I'm trimming my thread really close, because what I don't want is for this thread to be caught in the zipper when I'm trying to zip and unzip this pouch. Okay. So if we look at it from the inside, you'll see I started stitching from long after rather, and all the way to the end. Just a simple straight stitch. So now what I'm going to do is have to work some miraculous miracles type stuff and pull the zipper down out the way. And now I'm going to come back and get this. But like I said, your zipper is going to be long enough so you won't have to deal with this. Okay. So it's better, because if the zipper was longer, then I could have zipped it all the way out away from the project for this part only. Okay. So let's get this going. I'm going to stitch this to here. Yes, yes. So I was going to get to that. Thank you, Miss Gail. That was one thing that I was going to mention earlier. For the rhinestones as well, technically, I would definitely do any embellishment before this, but I'll have to show you. I don't have to show you, but I'm going to show you how to consider where to do it, because if you've never made the bag, then you may not know. All right. So technically, I kind of would suggest doing a bag first to get your bearings, but who wants to waste a bag? So I understand wanting to get that information first. All right. So now here we got a tube. This is your placemat. The placemat is now stitched together. And if you're new to sewing, congratulations to you, because you just put in a zipper. And a lot of people are like, zipper is the hardest part, yada, yada, yakety schmackety. Okay, well, this was easy. That wasn't difficult at all. Did you think that this was hard? Let me know in the chat. All right, so now what we want to do is turn it inside out. So the rest of what we're going to do until we're done is going to be with this inside out. And again, once you get used to making this, it's going to be so simple to keep making these. Okay, so my zipper is open and my zipper pull is in the middle now, and we turned it inside out. So now what we want to do is lay it completely flat. Okay, make sure that our zipper is at the top in the middle. Okay, and so now there's one or two things you can do. You can take a straight pin and you can stick it right here in the bottom to mark where the middle is. Okay, or you can take a water soluble or a heat removable ink pen, and you can draw a line where the middle is. So it's up to you. Either way, you need to mark. That's off a little bit, Lord Father. You need to mark where the middle is, okay? Because the next thing we're going to do, or press it, yes, you can press it as well, is we're going to put our zipper at the middle. So let me go back and show you what I just did. Zipper's at the top. We marked the bottom, very bottom of both of these corners. Zipper, zipper, bottom corner, bottom corner. Okay, we marked it. This one I drew, this one I used the pen. So now you're going to take this, open it up, right? And now what we're going to do is we are going to line up the middle of this zipper with that pin so that it's perfectly centered. Okay. And I would suggest clips or something like that, but I didn't clip anything because, you know, hard-headed makes us off behind. All right. And so here is my mark right there. See that little brief mark right there? So I'm going to move this over to make sure that the middle of this zipper is lined up with those lines. And there I have my bag where I need it to be. Okay. So there you go. This is going to be the start of our bag. Now, before I pin this in place, I do want to show you something. If you were making this bag and you wanted to do a super duper first time project, you can take this bag like it is right now, stitch all the way down this side, stitch all the way down that side, and there you will have a nice cute clutch type bag. A very simple bag. And that was it. Placemat bag. A simple floppy bag for whatever you might want, you know, that would be in this size. That's one bag, but we're going to do one a little bit more steps than that. And now we're going to center our zipper. Okay. So let me get this one lined. Okay. So like Miss Gail just suggested, you can press this now so that it'll keep where it's at, or you can put in pins, or you can do clips, whatever you want to do. So at this point, there's a couple of options that you have available for extra embellishment. Okay. I did not do it on that bag. I'm gonna go ahead and pin this while I'm here, just because. I didn't do it on that bag, but I'm gonna do it on this one just to show you how it works. We can put a pull tab on this bag. Pull tab meaning something to hold on to while you zip and unzip the bag. Okay. Yep, that's it, Miss. One type of bag. That's not the bag we're making right now, but that's one way to do this bag. I don't have navy and I don't have cream, so that kind of sucks. But I have white. Off color a little bit. All right. So here's my zipper. Here's the top. What I'm going to do is cut a piece of ribbon. And I'm going to fold it so that I'll have a pull tab. All right. You can do this in the same color fabric, however you want, but I'm just going to do this for right now. And you'll put the loop to the inside. This is extra. This isn't, you don't have to do it because the bag over there that I showed you, the fuzzy bag, didn't have this. But if you want to pull tab, this is where you would put it in. All right. And so let's just pop that right there. Okay. And then I'm going to pin this closed just for a little bit of extra security while I'm stitching one side and then the next. Okay. Good evening, Just Gifted. Faker McFake. What is the size of the bag? We will have to measure it after I'm done. But the placemat, and when we get to a certain point, I'll show you how you can make the bag different sizes. So with this one placemat, without cutting anything, it's just how you sew it is you can make different sizes, and I'll show you here in a moment. So now that we have this in place, we got our tab, we got it pinned shut, we got both sides. This looks like it's going to be uneven, so I'm going to have to look at it real close before I stitch it to make sure that both this is even on the side. So now you're going to do a straight stitch down both sides, a simple straight stitch. But when you get here, I would go back and forth a little bit. Again, here's a problem with my zipper being just at 14. Now these metal thingies is in the way. So I got to be really careful and make sure that I don't stitch over that. And that kind of sucks. So it's better to have a zipper 15 inches or longer instead of 14. All right. So let's go ahead and get to stitching, because this bag can be made so many different ways that it's really cool. Don't stitch over your pins. Take your pins out, or it's not recommended that you stitch over your pins. You can stitch over when you want to. All right, so I'm at my zipper, so I'm gonna go back and forth over it a couple of times. All right, and now I'm just gonna pull out that pin and keep straight on off the edge of the bag. Come back, edge of the bag, boom, I'm done. Okay, simple straight stitch. Simple straight stitch. Okay, so there's that. Let's take this one, cut this one, boom. All right, simple. Now this side is closed. Before we sew down this other side, make sure your zipper, well, you technically should have done this before stitching that. Make sure your zipper is inside your bag, because you don't want to do what I did earlier. You want to see what I did earlier? Where is it at? I was trying to hurry up and rush and make a bag. This is the fuzzy one. Okay, stitched it. I stitched it. Where's my zipper pull? Where's my zipper pull? Can you see it? What good is the zipper pull gonna do me right now? Okay, it would have been a real cute bag because I worked really hard up till that point. It would have been real cute, but guess what? It's not gonna do me any dang on good because it's outside the bag, so I can't even unzip it to finish the dang bag. So anyway, don't be like me. Make sure that your zipper is to the inside. Okay. So I'm looking at this and I want to make sure that this is as even as possible, but I remember now that the fabric was a little bit uneven. Okay. Yeah, I am going to Shay. I'm going to undo part of it and redo it, but it was just, I didn't have time to do that before the show because it was just, yeah. One of them things when you rushing, because I was rushing, doing too many things at one time. I had an order. I have an order of 100 buttons to do. And I was working on that before the live because they're needed by Wednesday, I think. I'm pretty sure she said Wednesday. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get these buttons, get ahead of it, because I could have waited, but I didn't want to wait. I wanted to go ahead and, okay, so I'm going back over a couple of times the zipper. That's just to reinforce the zipper. It's not mandatory. You don't have to do it, but it's just, helpful. All right. And so now I'm going to go off the bag, back on the bag, off the bag, boom. All right. And there we have our second. Hey, Ms. Margot. Welcome. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Okay. So here we go. We have our bag. So you technically could stop here. Let's turn it inside out. Well, we'll trim this actually first. Let's trim this extra because we don't want extra hanging out all over the place. So you're gonna trim this off, the tails of the thing. And now let's let you look at it. This isn't done, not done, but let's turn it inside out just so that you can see what it looks like. So let's turn it inside out. Only so you can see what it looks like. Okay. So we showed you one option for bag number 1, right? So here's an option for a bag number 2. This is kind of like a flat middle zipper pouch type situation. So technically, this is another bag. And see, here's the pull tab, which is off center a little bit because I was rushing and didn't glue it in place or whatever. But it's because it went sideways. But no worries, fine. poke that out a little bit more. So technically, this could be bag number 2. Technically, if you wanted to. So you don't have to do the steps that we're going to do here next if you want this type of a bag. Okay. You can use this to carry stuff or whatever the case may be. But here's another option. Yes, we are. But this is just showing you how this one placemat and one zipper could turn into a whole bunch of different kinds of bags. I already showed you one. Here's another. Yep, this could be a nice travel bag for something that you want to keep this kind of flat. All right, so turn it back inside out and keep going because we're not done with the one that I want to show you how to make. Okay. Now, the step that we're going to do next, which you'll see a lot better once once we make the second bag. But at this point, what we're going to do is box the corners. So the bag that's over here, let me grab it. Oh, so the bag that's over here, this is in the shape of a box. Okay. As you can see, it's got a nice little box. And it kind of puts you in mind of how the little men's travel cases are and stuff. See, if I had to put the pull tab, it would have been right there. But I didn't put a pull tab on this one. Okay. So here's the box, and that's what we're getting ready to do now. So in order to box your corners, what I would suggest is once you get the hang of this and you want to make several of these bags over time, make templates. Okay, so here is one template that I made super quick, and I'll show you how to make it. And this is the mats, the cutting mats that we put our rhinestone templates on. I keep my scraps from my cutting mats when I cut extra off for stuff like this. All right, so let's show you how to do this without a template first. Now, if you want a box this size or a bag this size with a box like that, what we're going to do is we're going to measure down. So, sorry. Here's your zipper. We stitched down both sides, right? And we trimmed our zipper edges. So now what we want to do is we want to come to one side and we want to open the bag up like this and flatten it because we want to make a corner. See how we have corners now up here? There's your zipper. There's the back of the bag. Here's a corner. So all we did was we took the front, pulled it away from the back, and now we have corners. That's all we did. You don't have to open up these seams if you don't want to. You can lay it to the side. But here is how we're going to make our corners. So you want to have it nice and even. Okay. And what we're going to do is, without a template, you're going to take a ruler and you're going to start at the tip and you can come down 3 inches. 1, 2, 3, and there's 15. Okay. And then what you'll do is you'll either take an air eraser marker and mark right there, or you can take a pen. It's up to you how you want to do it. Now we're going to come on this side and do the same thing. I'm going to come down 3 inches from the tip. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and put a mark at the 3. Okay. So we got 3 inches down right here, 3 inches down right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a ruler and connect those 2 marks where we just did that. So here's that one. There's that one. And we're going to draw a line. Okay. This is 3 and 3 3/4 looks like wide. But what I did was I marked 16 instead of 15. Let me see. Let's go back and double check. Always check against yourself. So that's 3. And then coming down, Yep, I sure did. So that's 1, 2, and it should be 15. So hold on, let me get this right. See, that's why you need folks in your corner, because I would have stitched that and I would have been upset. But it's better to flip the darn ruler anyway, so that you can get your stuff right. This would be the most complicated part of this whole thing, and it's not even complicated. Okay. So let me flip my ruler. And that way I know it'll be right. Oh, there's my buttons right there I was talking about earlier. Okay, so this time I'll put the 3 at the top. So there's the 2. I mean, not 2, the 1. And now I'll take this and draw the right line that I didn't draw earlier, which maybe I was wondering what it looked like. It was off. Lord. Thank you, Karen. And whoever else might have seen that. Thank you. All right. So there we go. And I was about to double check behind myself anyway with the template, because here's my template. So if you're going to be doing this more often, you can use cardboard, you can use cardstock, you can use your template mats, whatever you want, and make your template the exact same way for your corners. So now all I have to do is come over here, pull out this corner, same thing, and do the same thing. Put this up here at the top and just draw a line with the template that I have. I don't have to measure anything anymore. Okay. And there's my line. And that way, you ain't got to worry about getting your measurement right. So there's that. All right. So now I have a line drawn that will also help me stitch straight. That's the other plus to marking it. So now what I want to do is stitch all the way across here. And when you stitch these box corners, start on it, but go all the way off and come back on, stitch all the way off and come back on the back stitch and back off again. You want to stitch all the way off the fabric with these box corners so that your boxes stay like they're supposed to be. Okay, so I'm starting on the fabric and I'm gonna back off of it and come back on, and I'm just going straight across and going over that bulk, stitch off, back on, and stitch off again. And there's my first box corner, just like that. Okay. There's this. Okay, so there's the first one. Straight across, just like that. And so we're going to do the same thing over here on this side. Lay it out flat, and then we're going to go straight across. Now, what I will show you with the next bag is, which technically I could have showed you with this bag, but you can, I measured down 3 inches, even though I measured down 2 on the first one. But I measured down 3 on the first one when y'all told me I was wrong. Measure down 3 inches, 3 inches on both sides. You can do 2 inches. 2 inches, make a smaller box, and it will make a more shorter box. Okay. And you'll see that once we get to our next one. Hey, Tina Johnson, welcome. So I'm going to box this corner now. So that's the first, see the first corners of box. So now let's box these. All right. And I'm going to flatten this out. And I'm going to use my template, because who wants to measure? Not me. And I'm going to use the fatter side this time so that you can see the lines better. Betterer. Boom, just like that. And so there's this side. See the line going straight across there. And then let's box this one. You can stitch it before boxing this one. It's entirely up to you. No pressure. Okay. And let's do this side. Boom. And boom. Off like that. So now let's stitch. Now, once you get to making these on a regular basis, there's a couple of sewing techniques that you might want to incorporate. There's no need to do that now as a beginner, but you might want to do it later. A lot of times it makes your seams neater if you stitch them open, but it's up to you. You don't have to. You can stitch them to the side. But if you stitch them open, it kind of makes less bulk to stitch over right here. Okay, so you don't have to at all, but you can. All right, and I'll show you what it looks like on both sides, because the other side I did not stitch those seams open. Alrighty, y'all, technically we're done. Okay, so now what we want to do is cut this. You want to leave a good 1/4 of an inch away from your stitch line. Okay, let's do this side. The box does take extra steps, but it looks nice. Yes, because you could have left it flat like we did the like I was showing you before we even got to this part. And then here's this side. Bias tape on the edge. Deborah, that's the only reason I'm not showing that kind of stuff, is that's advanced sewing techniques, ma'am. We doing simple beginner, baby, infant beginner stuff. And so now you boxed your corners, turn it inside out, and you have a nice travel bag or storing bag or whatever you want to use the bag for. Is a placemat bag. Okay, very simple to do. You don't have to measure no fabric. The fabric is already measured for you. You just get a zipper, take the time, put this thing together, and there you got it. It was just a bunch of straight stitches. And so here's the little pull tab. Technically, now I think about it, it probably should have been over here, but you can pull from here, hold this and use it to help pull. But anyway, here's your bag. Just that quick. Very nice, very neat, very demure, or whatever you want to call that word. It's a really nice, simple, clean bag. You can put a lining in it, Rosalind, but because the placemat is double layer, it's 2 fabrics. That's kind of it's layered itself, because you see the inside looks just like the outside. That's because it's a double layer fabric. Okay, which is the cool thing about the place bags. The fabric is technically lined already, but yes, you can add another option that you can do is you can get heat and bond vinyl, which I have some. And you can, on the inside that you know is the wrong side, you can apply that heat and bond vinyl, and so the inside would be kind of like waterproof, so that you could put dirty, wet things, bathing suits or something in here, and you don't have to worry about the water coming through, because the vinyl will be on the inside. So there's a lot of different things you can do with this. But at the end of the day, for someone who is brand spanking new to sewing and don't really know how to sew, this is super duper simple to do. First steps, go ahead through the steps and make it, and then you got a really nice bag. Now, say for instance, for Shay friends or those who are interested and they have an embroidery machine, you can you would take a measuring tape and you would measure. This is the longest measuring tape ever. Okay, you would take your measuring tape, you would measure from here to the middle of the side. Okay, and this is right at 5 inches. So what you would need to do, if you're going to make this bag and you have Walmart and it's a, what did I tell you, 14 by 20 inch long placemat, and you want to make this and you're using a 3-inch boxed side, then you can use 5 inches down. What was I getting ready to get to show y'all? I was getting ready to grab something from over there. But anyway, it's 5 inches. So what you can do, oh, that's what I was going to get. Hold on. So what you would do now for your next bag that you're going to do the embroidery on, you would take your next bag or your first one, since you already, I'm giving you a cheat code now, and you would measure from the edge of this zipper down to 5 inches. And this is where the center of your embroidery is going to be, is right here. Or your rhinestone design is going to be right here. So you know that already ahead of time, because we used 3-inch box corners to make this size bag. But we're about to change that. So keep that in mind. We're going to change it real quick. And so that's going to change. Okay. So let's go to our next bag. We're going to go through the steps again. Who remembers what the first step is? What was the first step? After getting the zipper, what's the first step? Yes, it would, Sheila. Trust me, I already thought of that, but did I get a chance to cut those out? No, did not. Because I procrastinate. Well, no, I didn't procrastinate. Like I said, I was making memorial buttons, and so I didn't have time. I was trying to get a head start on that particular project so that I could make sure that it was done on time. Because as I mentioned, and I'm sure several of you guys in here saw my Facebook post last week, one of my biggest problems is procrastination. And it's not because I don't want to do something. It's because usually I'm distracted or I'm doing 500 other things and I don't get to a project. And that's why I kind of stopped taking orders from people to do stuff. So now, it just depends on what I got going on, whether or not I'm able to help somebody out or not. But usually I try not to, because I don't want to disappoint people. Double-sided tape and tape the zipper. Correct, you guys. Correct. Thank you, Gifts Headquarters. This project is a great way to get small projects done and practice your sewing skills. Yes, it is, especially if you don't know how to sew. We trying to get all these folks into the sewing game. Yes, we is, girl. Yes, we is. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and tape this to the side. Oh, you know what? I meant to try that glue. I don't even know where it is. It's over here somewhere. That glue stick. I don't think it's strong enough to hold a zipper, though. I really don't. But I ain't really tried it. Okay, so now what we want to do is we're going to start away from the zipper, because my zipper tape is not long enough to move my zipper out of the way. Otherwise, I would start at the very end and stitch all the way to the very end. Okay, so I have to do mine a little bit different than how you can do yours if you have a zipper long enough. All right. So just one straight stitch. And pray that my bobbin lasts through the whole thing, so I ain't got to change no darn bobbins. All right. And so there's that. I'm going to go back and get that other side stitched down properly. Move my zipper. Well, I'm going to cut the string first so that it doesn't get caught in the zipper. Definitely trim your zipper, your threads, y'all, because they'll get caught in these zippers and then you ain't going to be able to zip and unzip your stuff. All right. And so I started right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this part that I couldn't get earlier. There we go. All right. There's that. And trim this off back here. Nice and neat. Then repeat. So now we're going to do the double-sided tape and do the other side. Again, the zipper pull is face up. So let's get us some glue on this thing to help us hold it in place, especially since we got to open it up. But if you've never seen this before, this technique, again, I saw this, the first time I ever saw this was 6 years ago, and I sent her a message and was hoping she would be here, but Lori Newmaker is who I saw this with first. Y'all, I did this on the wrong side. I wasn't paying attention, but it's not that big of a deal because it's double-sided. This was the back side, but it looks the same on both sides. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off this tag, and then it ain't even gonna matter because see, look, both sides look the same. But definitely pay that some attention if you're doing your bag. Make sure you have the right side out on yours. And if you're doing that Pioneer Woman fabric, it ain't gonna matter because you already gonna know because both her sides are different. They're not the same. So, okay. And then I can take a seam ripper to that later. But for now, I'm gonna flip this over. And I'm going to line up my pattern on my placemat. Line up my pattern, line up my pattern, line up my pattern. 18. We're doing great with time. Okay. And so now that that's stuck in place, now I can open up my zipper and start stitching to stitch this one down. Okay. Oh, nice. The pooling. Yas, honey. Get your embroidery on, ma'am. Okay. Congratulate. Did you get it already? There's someone I got a pooling. Yes. Congratulations on your pooling. Holler. Yas, honey. Yas. Congratulations, ma'am. I've never sewn anything but rip things. Get them back together like bed sheets, right? Well, now we're going to have some fun making useful things that you can have fun with. Because this would make a nice gift, especially this particular placemat. This one is not on sale, but this one is available at Walmart. Is where I got this placemat from. From what I understand, Dollar Tree has placemats too. I haven't seen them or haven't really been looking for them, so I didn't know they had them. But when you go to do a placemat from somewhere else, the main thing to keep in mind is whatever length the shortest side is, you want your zipper to be longer than the shortest side. Okay, not the longest side, the shortest side. Okay, so let's stitch this one this way. Get this other side stitched since I couldn't get it out the way. Boom. Nice. Okay. So here's this side. Here's this side. And now let's get our threads cut. So hopefully you guys would be interested in us doing this project again as a group. I think it would be a lot of fun now that you've seen it in action and can join in if you have a sewing machine. We would love to have you. So as of right now, here is, so for a zipper with 18, yeah, you can use an 18-inch because you're cutting off the edges anyway. I prefer the longest zippers I can find because I'm cutting them anyway. And I know for a fact that the longest zipper is going to work with whatever project it is that I have. So now that we've stitched that, I'm going to turn it inside out. Okay. And like I mentioned earlier, this is a bag as well. So if you wanted to, you could stitch down the sides, and this would also be a bag if you wanted one like that. Okay. So for now, what I'm going to do is mark the bottom middle of the fold down here so that I can bring this up and match it properly. So I'm just going to mark right here, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to mark right here so that I can see it. Okay. I'll pull this up a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. And so now I'm going to bring my zipper to the middle where I just marked. So I want it in the middle, going down the middle of the teeth of that zipper. You see how I'm doing that? Perfect alignment. Okay. And then on this side, I'm going to do the same. Now, what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to do another pull, and we're going to actually put a pull on both sides this time, not just one. All right, so I'm going to fold this. I'll fold this one. Should have made that longer. I'll make a longer one. That was too short. All right. So there's that. And again, I'm going to turn the loop to the inside of the bag. This is the outside, so the tails will be to the outside of the bag. Okay. And this time I'm going to pin it closed so that it'll do like it's supposed to. All right. And oh, is this to the middle? Yeah, now it's to the middle. All right. And so there's that. Where's me a pin? So that our ribbon will stay even like it's supposed to be. And there's that. And then I pinned this one. Pin this down right here. Put a pin right there just for security. And a pin here for security. I got my pull tab. Same thing on this side because I want to put one on both sides with this one. You don't have to. This is totally optional. Totally optional. But that's what I'm going to do on here. So I'm going to make another one. Have it nice and even. I'm going to lay this in the middle. Make sure this is to the middle because it wasn't. All right. And so I'm going to pin this down. Pin this down. All right, and now I'm going to pin the ribbon so that my ribbon doesn't move. Okay, so now we're going to do the exact same thing we did before. Stitch straight down, back stitch back and forth right here to help secure that zipper pretty good on both sides, straight down. Okay, and our zipper is in the middle so that I didn't stitch it off the edge of the thing. All right, and so let's go here. If you use the zipper tape, you can put 2 zipper pulls on the bag. That is true. But I didn't have a long enough thing. Well, did something I wasn't supposed to. Stitched over the pin. That's how I broke my needle earlier. Get that pin out of there. Okay. Grab that pin out. That's one side. Let's grab this side. Trim this off. Okay, and now we'll stitch this side, and I want to try and make sure that my zipper tape is nice and together when I go to stitch this so that it'll do like it's supposed to. Hey Tony, how are you? Welcome. Take this out. Which Singer machine? Ooh, Lord. I'll have to look up the model number on the bottom of it. Look at there. I did it again. I hope I did not just break. I heard something snap. No, it's still stitching, so I guess I didn't, but woo. It's an old 90 something, 9 something, something, something. This used to be in a school classroom where they had several of them. It was a classroom sewing machine. All right, so now that this is done, we can cut off the extra tabs from the zipper and the pulls. Okay. And so now, do you remember how we get our box? It is a workhorse, Deborah. That's I love this sewing machine. I love this sewing machine. Like, I've had 3 other sewing machines commercial bought for me and my husband, and they broke, but this one is still going. This one is still going because I thought I wanted a new sewing machine. Yeah. Where them sewing machines at? They gone to the great big stitch person in the sky. Okay, so again, we're going to, here's our zipper. There's the back. We're going to take the front and pull it away from the back to get our box corners. All right. And instead of using my handy dandy 3-inch template, I'm going to, where's that tape? I'm going to use the tape this time. Yes, Shay. But this time we're not going to do 3 inches. I'm going to do 2 inches so that you can see what that looks like in a bag. There's that 2 inches. Okay. There's that 2 inches. And then we're going to go straight across. I got stuff all in the way. Can't even go straight across. There we go. Okay, that's 2 inches now, not 3. It's 2 inches. Let's do the same on the other side. Pull the back from the front. Get our triangle. And we're going to do our 2 inches again. And because I don't have a template, that's why I'm doing the tape measure. There's 2 inches. There's 2 inches. And then straight across. Okay. And so now I'm going to stitch straight across this area. So you can do whatever, you know, do your sides, what you want. 2.5 inches, 3 inches, 3.5 inches, 4 inches, 1 inch. It's up to you. You can make this bag however you want your bag to be. And it can be different every single time. Or it can be the same. If you like a specific type bag. The 3-inch one is my favorite. I like the versatility and the size of the 3-inch. So that's why that's the one I was showing. Okay. Alrighty. Let's trim this. So if you look up Placemat bags and find Lori Newmaker, that is where I learned how to do this 6 years ago. She has several videos, several different placemat bag designs that she's come up with, and how you can use a placemat to make a bunch of different kinds of bags. It's more than just this one. She even has a design to make a tote and everything. It's actually really cool. Mark up the size of your corner template in increments. That's true. That is very true. The only reason why I would do a separate template is because when I go to draw across the bottom, I guess if I move it up, it would work. If I moved it up and did it that way. So we'll give that a shot next time around when I go to do these templates. Okay, there's that. There's that. Yep, I can see it. Thank you for the tip, though. We'll definitely give it a shot. Okay, pull the front from the back, lay it flat. Okay, and then let's do our 2 inches here. Look how much longer it's taken to do because I'm having to measure without the template. So if you're going to be making several of these, you can do yourself a favor and make the templates. And then I got to make sure to cut the heat press on. All right. And so let's do this. Also, I want to let you guys know while I'm stitching this that we will have a deal for Black Friday for the buy-in starting Thursday night. When you go to purchase from the buy-in, you will get a $10 gift card for every purchase made for Black Friday weekend. Actually, I'm gonna make sure what Cyber Monday is gonna be, but probably gonna be the same thing. So if you make a purchase, you get $10 for every purchase that you make during Black Friday. So hopefully that'll be helpful to whomever was interested in purchasing. All right, so let's cut this. And let's cut this one. And guess what? My bag is done. Now let's look at this one, the size of this one. It's going to be very different from that bag. I don't particularly care for this size bag, but I'll show you how it could be useful for quite a few things if you do the 2-inch corners. But I didn't bling this one because the size is different. So I can't, that 5 inches is not going to work. See, I got a little teeny tab here. Hey, Miss Tionda, welcome. Thank you for coming in to hang with us. So here is this bag. Very different, very short, very squatty, but still cute nonetheless. It is a placemat bag as well. So here is this one. Notice how much more shallow that bag is from this bag. Also, it's wider. And that's just because we changed the size of the sides. This is a 2-inch box corner, and this one was a 3-inch box corner. So it's shorter and it's flatter. This one is much taller than that one. But if you have something that you need to put in that's this long, it won't work in here. You got to put it in this one. So, you know, you can, like I said, this is a 2-inch corner. So if you want it even longer, you could do 1.5-inch corners or 1-inch corners. It's entirely up to you how you want to box this out. All right, so I'm going to make another one of these, right? And what I'm going to do is we're going to bling, put a bling on it real quick. Because remember I told you that was 5 inches, right? So here's my blue diamond. Our blue diamond stones, which will be in the buy-in by Thursday. I just haven't put it in there yet because life. Okay. I had the supervisor overnight. And so when you have a supervisor watching you, you kind of got to, you know, do what the supervisor wants you to do. And unfortunately, this time around, the supervisor felt like training videos were appropriate. So I had to watch training videos. And they were Australian-based training videos. It's quite interesting. It's Bluey. So he felt that Bluey was appropriate for training. And so I had to watch several episodes of the Bluey training series. So I couldn't do any work on the website because I was watching training videos. Okay. So I should have them on there by end of this week. And then you guys can put these in your buy-in orders. All right. So that was really quick. Really quick, easy peasy, mac and cheesy. And I want to make sure I have enough time left over for the giveaway of our buttons. So if you have not refreshed your browser, if you are just now coming in, if you took a phone call, if you had the thing spinning because the signal wasn't the best, you want to refresh now, because when we go do the giveaway, I don't want you to be behind and miss out, please. So definitely do that. And if you don't mind, hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But if you'll slap that like button, I would appreciate it, because there's a lot of work stitching and stuff. Okay. So just a simple template to go. And remember, I said it was 5 inches. Thank you for hitting the like button, 755. Welcome. Oh, Miss Lisa, your supervisor was in there tonight. I'm telling you, they come in. They don't really always announce themselves before coming. So it's kind of hard to like prepare ahead of time, which is fine. I don't mind him being here. You know, I love my job, so I don't mind, but it is important to know, okay, I'm going to do this the right way this time. There's the tag, so that's the wrong side. This is the right side. And as I mentioned, it's 5 inches down with the 3-inch corners. So that's where I'm going to put my, and guess what? My heat press ain't even on, y'all. Oh my gosh. I forgot to do that. Okay, so let's go 5 inches down. What time is it? I should have time. We'll do a giveaway while I wait on the heat press to heat up. Okay, so there's the 5 inches. Ironically, it's at the bottom of that stripe, but they're different placemats, so they could be different on your placemat. But that was the middle, so I'm going to put this right there, just like that. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it down a little bit because I want it below that line. So it's going to be off just a smidge, but it's going to be okay. And that's where I'm going to put this on. Your oldest supervisor's passed out. I'm telling you. Thank you, Penny Smith. 2 inches fits your medicine drawer. Nice. I'll give it to you. Mama in the chat. Well, I hope there's my mama, Sharon Brandt. Okay, so here is the heart. And so what I'm going to do is do a giveaway really quick while we're waiting. And then that way, when we're done, we don't have to worry about not having doing our giveaway and going over. So I'm going to pick these 3 buttons for now. And this is what we're going to do. Listen, Linda, listen. Took a me day because we all need to take a me day, and didn't order Amazon today, mainly because these are mine, but this was done for us by Dennis. And what I'll do is do a giveaway for these real quick. So let's switch over while waiting on the heat press to heat up, which fortunately that heat press does not take long. So I'm happy about that. And then we'll put that really pretty bling on there, because that blue diamond bling is definitely the finer thing. That is some blingy bling. So if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out. The dimensions of the placemat are, it's not on this one. It was 14 by 20, I think. I think it was 14 by 20. I'll double check over there. EJ's daughter said 14 by 21. Yeah. I've said it a couple of times, but I don't remember what it was because my memory is like trash. Okay, so let me find the StreamYard giveaway that I always have a hard time finding because I have a link right here somewhere. I don't know why. I struggle with, oh, there it is. Boom. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to, let's see. For this first one, we are going to, actually, let's just say button. BUTTUTTON, button. Okay, button 1. That's the only way I can think to do this. Button 1. Because nobody would have said that anyway. Your supervisor colored with you. Oh, Luana. You have a nice supervisor. You have a really nice supervisor. So this one is going to be for listen, Linda, listen button. Listen, Linda, listen. And there is a link in the description for you to click and fill out for me to send you your button. Okay. Please make sure you fill it out completely. And when you put, it's going to ask you, what did you win? Just put Linda button or listen, Linda, listen, or button 1. Okay. So that I'll know that I'm sending you this button. Otherwise I got to go back, watch the whole video. The whole 9 is just drama. So go ahead and put down that that's what you want so that I can get this out to you. And again, this is available in, if you want to make this yourself, if you don't win and you want to make this yourself, it is available in the Rhinestone Mechanics listing for this week for our weekly deal on rhinestone designs. There are some really cute rhinestone designs in there too this week. So definitely go check those out. They're always on sale during our live and for 24 hours after. There's also a $2 mystery box that's always good designs in there. They're always $2, but the deal for the other designs go off on Tuesday. So you definitely want to go in and grab some really cute rhinestone designs for now. And he has Black Friday codes deals available too. So definitely go look at that. But this is for the Listen, Linda, Listen button. So let's go ahead and draw for that one. And then we'll get this show because I heard the heat press beep. It's ready to press. And that's Elevate Artistry. Holler. Yes, honey. Yeah. So if you please click that and fill it out for me, please. I would greatly appreciate it. So our next one that we're gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and do button 2 because I just can't right now. My brain ain't wanting to think of anything creative. So button 2, okay. So go ahead and do button 2. Button 2 is the didn't order Amazon. Is the Amazon button. Didn't order Amazon today. This is a button that I wouldn't really get to wear this button. Because of my relationship with Amazon is quite toxic. Order Amazon all the time, usually daily. So this would definitely need to not be in my house because it won't work. Can't wear it. But at any rate, button number 2, while you're doing that, y'all know I don't need, I'm telling you, Shay, I'm just saying, this button, I mean, it would just sit there and collect dust here. I wouldn't be able to wear it. I just wouldn't. Hey, Jesse, welcome. So here is button number 2. Button 2, hopefully you've refreshed your screens. So let's go ahead and draw for button 2. Shay look like you put in for button 2 anyway. You know that's a shame. Oh my God, Miss Joy, holler. Yes, honey. Yes, I don't know if you need this button either. All right, and then we all need to take a me day from time to time. So whenever you take a me day, you definitely need to wear this one. This is going to be button 3. So if you'll put button 3, then we can draw on this, and then we can go ahead and do our pressing. And then I want you guys to time me on this. So we got 15 minutes left in the show. And I want to see how long it takes me to do this bag. Just me just stitching it, not walking through it, not talking through it, nothing. I'm not even gonna be paying attention to the chat because I want y'all to time it and see how long it takes to make that bag without any distractions or nothing. Okay, and hopefully I won't mess up. And this is button 3. So when you take a me day, put this on, and everybody around you better know what the deal is. Okay, so if you'll click the link and fill out that form for me for the winners, I would appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and draw for button number 3. And I appreciate y'all coming to hang out with me. This was fun. Whoops, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I know that was probably loud. And the winner of 3 is Danielle Souls Moore. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Congratulations, Danielle Souls Moore. I really appreciate you drawing for the button. So click the link in the description, fill out the form. You have 48 hours to fill that out. So you have till Tuesday to fill that out and get it to me. Please fill it out now so that we can go ahead and get you your information and get you your button, because that is the end goal, is to give you what you want, right? Right. All right. So let's go ahead and press this so that I can go ahead and get you guys to start the timer. Not yet. Wait till I press this on though, because this is not technically part of making the bag, even though in this instance it is. We're going to press that heart on. Where's the other zipper? Let me grab my zipper so that it'll be fair and square. I'm gonna go with the cream zipper this time. And then here is the peel reveal of our blue diamond. Y'all, look at how it's blinging, and I ain't even took the tape off yet. I ain't even took the tape off. So let's take the tape off. Peel reveal. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Somebody come and look at this. Y'all, this blue diamond. Look at that. Okay, I'm wasting time. Okay, so who's gonna start the timer? It's 10:48. Who's gonna start the timer? Who's gonna start the timer? I'm gonna use my template so that it'll go faster. Show you how fast this can go. Move stuff out the way. Who got a timer ready? Ready? Got a timer ready? KB, thank you. All right. Okay, 10:48 is about to be 10:49. I don't have my timer up here. Somebody started. Okay. Ready, set, go. Tina Johnson said timer started. All right. So I'm going to do this. Even though this is taking time, I'm not going to do the whole thing so that it'll go a little bit faster. This part always messes me up because I got to split this part. But boom. Let's get that on. I want it to be up higher than the thing. And come down just a little bit. No, down a little bit more. Shoot, wasting time. All right. So now let's stitch this on. Okay. No, let's do it this way. I ain't got to worry about it. And yes, I talk to myself when I sew. I'm sure other people do. That sounds like a button. Talk to myself when I sew. All right. Let's get this trimmed. Come on. All right. And so now this side. This. Look at the tape. Come on, get off of that zipper. Okay. Okay, zip it. Now. All right, there's that. And so now we'll turn it inside out. Come on. I left the price tag thing in there, so it ain't want no fold right there, but I'll pull it out later. Just in a little bit. Okay, there's that. I'm not gonna put a tag on here either, a tab. I'm gonna pull it out now because that's annoying. All right, there's that. And then actually, let's put a tab anyway because that ain't fair. It's not. Okay. Let's put it there. Put her there. Let's put a pin here. Pin here. And I'm gonna cheat. So I'm not gonna pin my ribbon. I probably should, but I'm not. Come on. I know what's there. There we go. There's that one. That one. Okay. There's that. All right, now this side. Make sure that's right. All righty. There's that one. And now pull the front from the back. We'll box our corners. Okay, and here's my template. And where's my pen? Crap, oh, right here. Go here and go here. Whoops, I don't want to do that. Bloop. All right. Stitch right line while I'm looking at it. Okay. 56. I got 2 minutes before the 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. Stress. Talk about stress. Okay. Let's box this corner. There's that. This way. And move hand. This way. Okay. Throw this one. Come on. Alrighty, there's that one. There's that. There's this. All right, box this corner. Here. And come on, fam. Go here. It's gonna be the most like rushed bag on the planet. Whoop, come on. There we go. Alrighty. And the last corner. In the last corner, I done dropped my pen. Technical foul. Okay. And there's that line and that line. And our last box corner. And then our bag will be done. Bling and everything. Even though the bling wasn't part of the 10 minutes, but boom. So that was 11 minutes. Well, I ain't done yet. Cut this. 11 minutes. 11 minutes and I have a bag. So let's turn it inside out. Thank you, Miss Joyce, for the sub chat. Holla. Hey, Faker McFake. How are you? Boom. Look at that. So we got us a bag with bling and everything. Right on time at 11 o'clock. I thought something felt funny. Did I stitch this wrong? I done stitched something wrong. Oh no. Hold on. I done stitched something wrong. I stitched something together. Or did I? Wait a minute. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Let me see. I think my fabric stitched together. Yeah, it did. See, look. My fabric got caught in the box corner and I felt it. And I was like, something don't feel right. Oh no. That's what happens when you rush. Oh man, I messed up my bag, y'all. That sucks. That's what happens when you rush. So what I'm going to do, because I'm not wasting this bag, especially with my bling on it, I'm going to take the seams out. But if I had have paid attention, it would have been 11 minutes. I felt that. That's what's crazy because I was like, something don't feel right. I could feel it. And then I just stitched it anyway. So it's easy. It's a straight stitch. So all I got to do is take this out. But that'll show you too that it can happen. It will happen. Especially if you're rushing. So take your time, slow down. And then once you get used to doing this, then you'll be able to get it done without too much issues. But I'm going to take this out and then I'll put a picture up. Well, if I remember, because y'all know I'll be forgetting to put up the picture. There we go. Where's my fabric at? I felt that. I was like, wait a minute, something don't here. I was saying it as I was stitching it. Ain't that a bahookie? Oh, you know what? That's not going to work, y'all, because I cut it. I don't think that's going to work. I think I did mess up this bag. That's a heartbreaker. Because, see, I cut the bag. So even if I pull this, I cut the ends. You know what I'm saying? I cut the box corner like I'm supposed to. But because this fabric was caught in it, it's going to be cut. So I don't think that's going to work. It just hit me. Let me see if I can muscle this. You ain't supposed to do that because you'll rip the fabric like what I just did. See. Oh, you get to see that. See, there's 2 layers of fabric in this. So that's the inside. It's got a cotton inside stuff.
Okay, so look, what was caught? I don't know what was caught now. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to stitch it again. Yeah, I know you can cut off. I don't need you right now. Have a good night, little heat press. I did something wrong. I don't know what I did. I stitched something wrong some kind of way. But at any rate, let's try this again. I'm gonna stitch it from right here and see what I did wrong. Almost had it, y'all. That is insane. That's what I get for trying to race. Whoops, come on. That's what I get for pressure. Good thing I got a 4-pack and these placemats. Oh, what happened right here? Is my bobbin out? No, my bobbin. Oh, I didn't stitch it. Duh. These placemats are like $2.90-something at Walmart. They're like a couple of bucks. So just messing it up ain't that big of a darn deal, which is good. Stitch it on this side. Come on. There we go. And you also can do this with your serger as well. It doesn't have to be sewing machine. If you're more adept at a serger, yeah, you can serge these edges. Now let me see. Yeah, I don't know what I did. Somehow I caught the wrong part of the fabric because that's right. So I'm gonna take the rest of these apart. Somehow I sandwiched them wrong. But I could feel that it was wrong when I was stitching it, but I was trying to beat the clock, so I was trying not to pay that some attention. But at any rate, you live and learn. Is that on both sides though? Did I do it on both sides? I think I did. If I did, then ain't no point. Yeah, I did it on both sides. So I'll have to fix this another time. So at any rate, I do have 3 actually. Oh, thank you, Greg Barker, for the super chat. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you very much. Hey, Sharon Davenport. Hey, D Baldwin, how are you? Thank you. You're welcome, Shay Shay. So hopefully, if you make one, please post a picture of your bags because I would love to see them. And like I said, I'm gonna try and plan for us to do a stitch together so we can all sit around and make placemat bags that aren't stitched together wrong. Yeah, that was funny. And I also want to definitely make a another one of these because I thought this was super cute. This placemat was really pretty and it made a really pretty bag. So what I'll probably do is show you when we do a stitch along how to make a reinforcement to go in the bottom to help it retain its shape. Okay. I got some tricks for that to help it hold its shape. So, but anyway, these are super cute. So if you haven't checked out Lori Newmaker and some of her other bags, go check her out because what we can do is either make these bags again or we can do one of her other bags when we do the stitch along. But this one is just by far one of the easiest that it is to make, a boxed bag, and it presents really, it's a nice bag. And like I said, if you want to embellish on the side, whether it be rhinestones, embroidery, whatever, just measure from here to the side where you want it to be, and that's how you'll know where to put your embroidery or rhinestones or whatever. But with this particular bag, with the 2-inch size, you have more real estate looking right here. So you could actually measure here where you want it to be and just measure from the short end of the placemat and put your whatever you want here or here, however you want to do it. You got options. And that's the cool thing about this bag. The same steps with just a different measurement when you box the corner is how you get different bags. It's just super cool, super easy. Putting the zipper in was super easy. So if you're a baby beginner and you've never sewn anything before and you try this, please let me know. And I will send you a special button if you do this and you make your bag and you're successful and you've never sewn before, I know several of you who haven't, and you make this bag within the next few weeks, by the first of the year. If you do this by the first of the year and you're brand spanking new to sewing, let me know and I'll send you a button, a special button for this project. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you so very much for coming in and hanging with us tonight. It was a lot of fun. Again, check out Rhinestone Mechanic. He has button designs in there in his store, as well as regular rhinestone designs that are available. Also, check out Marilyn, Patrice, Dempsey Boo, Uni. Those links are in the description for some other rhinestone designs if you're interested in doing more rhinestone designs. And keep in mind, this week, Black Friday week, we do have a gift card that will be given for every order, 10 bucks for every order. It's a duck buck card, not a discount code. It's an actual duck buck card. So let me know how you guys dig that, and I look forward to seeing y'all on our next live. So tomorrow night usually is Angel B. Well, actually, I'm not even gonna go through this week's lineup because I don't know how it's gonna be with it being a holiday. But you guys take care. I'm gonna chill out the rest of this week, and until the next time we see you all, we hope you have happy stitching. Thank you, 7055. Love you too. Y'all have a good night. Bye. Appreciate y'all coming.